I don't mind Roman Reigns and the Bloodline. I think
the storyline itself is actually good.
But the problem is, because Vince, all he did was bring back older talent like Goldberg, like The Undertaker, like Brock Lesnar. Roman has no one that I'm excited to challenge him.
Yeah.
There's no one. There's not a Finn Balor, like a demon Finn, that can go after him that I'm like, fuck, finally, like, this is going to be sick.
What are your thoughts on Drew McIntyre, obviously, challenging? Or are you just like, look, he's cool, but, like, I don't know, like, it just doesn't really...
He doesn't do much for me.
I'm a bit the same.
Keeping that. I'm fucking keeping that. Guys, this episode isn't going to be for everyone. And I'm not talking because Lee made that awkward sound and he's just scared you away. No, I'm talking about the fact that this is going to be strictly WWE, AEW, just all wrestling.
Let's go. Sorry.
I'm fucking excited.
Mate, I'm pumped.
Yeah, I'm very excited because this is like... look, it was more exciting as a child, definitely. And, you know... These days, WWE did fall off, but lately with Triple H running WWE,
it's been good.
AEW's competition, mate, it has stepped up big time.
Steamy.
Now, what is your best memory? And I think we're going to have the exact same one.
What best memory?
Best WWE memory.
The most
from watching.
Mine. See, now I don't know if yours is going to be the same as mine, but my favorite memory of all time is just Jeff Hardy, mate, that ladder match, Edge spearing him, legitimately broken in half, as the classic joke. That to me still blows my fucking mind.
Yeah.
Because I was like, he's dead. Like, he's actually fucking dead. Like, dead set, like, donezo.
Yeah.
Like, done.
Wow. Do you know what? Great pick. I was going to say, because this is my favourite personally, Shelton Benjamin versus Shawn Michaels.
Oh, the super kick.
The super kick.
Yeah, there's a lot. Well, even, mate, Randy Orton's fucking RKO on Seth Rollins at WrestleMania.
That was very
where he,
good.
like, genuinely launches it. I've never seen an RKO hit that high up.
To think that you've only got one shot as well.
Well, even the Evan Bourne, 450 into an RKO. Oh. And he's just, up and just like...
Yeah,
right, like the timing. Granted, I know obviously it's practice, but still, man, to hit that live with an audience,
definitely
is crazy.
Yeah, there's some spots, and the way they just keep improving over time, it just keeps getting better.
The high flyers, man, it's just ridiculous.
I
wish Ricochet was allowed to like really showcase what
the
he can
biggest
do, man.
Waste
like those
of
sort of cruiserweight,
talent.
sort of talents. Those high flyer guys, man. Like even someone like Evan Bourne, who is now at TNA.
AEW.
AEW
now.
He
might have moved to TNA because I haven't seen him in AEW in a bit.
Because I was going to say, like, those guys, man, were like, that's what I used to love. Even on the games, dude. Like, someone like an RVD, Rey Mysterio.
Yep.
Those high flyers. Sabu.
Oh,
man.
Sabu.
Like, those are like my go-to. I love it, especially on the WWE, getting run up the ladder like that.
Yes,
like,
that's
was
so
good,
true.
man.
Jeez, that was... Okay, when there was actually competition, so SmackDown vs. Raw 2006, roughly, when you had Shawn Michaels, you had, I think, Shawn Michaels, Big Show, Kane, and Carlito and Chris Masters.
Oh, Carlito. Wow.
Batista, Bobby Lashley, JBL, and two others, Rey Mysterio and Randy Orton.
That's Survivor Series, surely, wouldn't it be?
Yeah, that was
SmackDown
Survivor
v
Series.
Raw. Yeah, cool.
That's when...
Yeah, those 5-man tags.
Entertaining. And also, when the brand split actually meant something.
Oh, fuck. That's a story in and of itself, man. That means so little nowadays.
Definitely. And the episodes where there was a roster change, and they were exciting.
Yeah, I love
they were so
like,
exciting.
on the same night, it'd be like John Cena's been to SmackDown, then to Raw, then back to SmackDown.
Yeah.
And stuff like that. And everyone would be like, oh my God, John Cena's coming to Raw.
Yeah. No, they would
like, whilst he has like the world like WWE Championship, that was weird as well because I remember it was always SmackDown was like your world WWE Championship, and then Raw was always the World Heavyweight Championship.
Nah, other way around.
Really?
I swear Raw was the WWE Championship.
No, because then it swapped because when Batista then went to SmackDown with the World Heavyweight and John Cena went to Raw with the WWE, they changed because JBL was the original It was JBL, Eddie Guerrero, and Eddie was always a SmackDown talent. He was never Raw.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, because that was in the World Championship. It was like that big ugly thing before it went to the spinner belt, which John Cena made.
Oh, okay.
Because John Cena took it to Raw.
Yep. Because when it was the spinner belt, it looked lit.
That in itself as well was fucking awesome. When Batista was in the ring and with Evolution, and they were like, "Oh yeah, you're gonna like go for like the World W."
Classic
and Batista's just like with a contract, and then he just throws a contract on the ground. He's like.
Thumbs
and
up
then just
to
fucking,
thumbs down.
that was amazing.
That was good.
I remember being like, no fucking way. Like, there's me, like, grade 6, grade 5, being like, oh my fuck, it happened. It's done it.
Yeah. It was entertaining to watch. It was so cool. And there was so many awesome matches that I go back now, and there was a match, for example, John Cena versus Shawn Michaels. And I look back and I'm like, oh my fucking God, to have a match like that today is insane. And it was just on Raw.
Yeah, well, the house shows were so good, man.
John Cena and Shawn Michaels teamed up to versus Undertaker and Kane in one, or Undertaker and Batista, I think. Those matches, if they're today, they have to be a pay-per-view.
Oh, no, 110%, man. Well, that's the same, though. Like, title defenses just aren't on your normal Monday night like what they used to be.
Nah.
And all that. And the US title in their Intercontinental, Championship mean fucking nothing nowadays. When we were going up to, that was a stepping stone.
That was definitely
If you had the US title, you knew that they were then realistically then going to go for that main spot. And for me personally as well, Money in the Bank used to mean so much more.
Oh,
now I swear everyone who wins it holds on to the case forever and a fucking day and does nothing with it, or it's a very short-lived title reign.
Yeah, or they ruin it. And like, how's the Money in the Bank where they brought Brock in?
Yeah, that was
to finish
so,
it at the end.
Lose the title only to then win the Money in the Bank.
It's the
Why
same.
would you do that?
Vince's WWE, as he got older, he lost touch so much with what fans actually wanted.
Oh, big time.
It was insane to me. I would sit there and I'd go, okay, so I'm watching Goldberg versus Brock.
My life.
Next pay-per-view, I'm watching it again. Next pay-per-view, I'm watching it. This is 3 pay-per-views in a row. How long does this rivalry go on for? Also, they wrestle for like, Goldberg's matches were, what, a minute? 2 minutes? And when he had a long one with Undertaker, he got concussed.
That was bad.
All Vince would do was bring back old talent.
Yeah, never ever push someone new. Never ever looked at NXT either. And there's so much talent, man. Like,
pissed me off. Ricochet is Finn Balor.
Tommaso Ciampa, who was in NXT, came up to the fucking main roster and was giving nothing.
Keith Lee.
Who else? Bobby Roode.
Yep.
As well.
He had another member, the other member of Beer Money, which was from TNA. His partner was on there too. He left straight away as well.
Like, that's what I mean. Yeah, Sean Spears, I think his name was.
Nah, it was someone different.
Because I remember him as well. He was really good in
he's
NXT.
in AEW.
Oh, that's what I mean, man. Like, so much talent. And I suppose jumping now ship over to AEW, do you think... Grant, I think AEW is awesome. I think more competition is always better for the sport, the entertainment industry, whatnot. My only issue with AEW is, do you think it's getting to a point where they have too many former... Like...
Former WWE
yeah, like,
stars.
you worry that like they themselves don't have enough of their own. Like, granted, I know Kenny Omega's on there, and all that, but like,
I think because they've got what they do is, so Tony Khan, who runs everything, he's just a massive WWE fan, like a kid in a candy store. So this is like a dream for him. He lets his wrestlers go to New Japan.
I did see that.
What was the
Ring of Honor as well.
Ring of Honor, thank you.
Which they're
Ring of Honor,
co-signed with.
They joined up with him. He just wants to create dream matches and get people in. So the fact that he gets WWE stars, I think it's great because these stars actually now have an out. There was no out. There was back when TNA had Kurt Angle, Sting, Hulk Hogan,
really good.
Eric Bischoff, Jeff Hardy, Matt Hardy, Samoa Joe. TNA was sick. So there was somewhere where they could actually go across. Like, Xavier Woods was a different character on TNA. To have competition and to be able to go, okay, they're not treating me right, and I know I'm a big star, and I'm not getting the push. Or for example,
Ambrose, perfect example.
Or for example, Vince McMahon trying to take Adam Cole's first name or last name, possibly his last name, and make him more of a Paul Heyman type. It was something along those lines.
Yeah, I remember that. I do remember that.
To be able to be near the end of your contract and go, you're not ruining my character that I've built up from scratch.
Yeah, to get over.
Yeah,
I think people clearly love as well.
Yeah.
Like,
I love that there's actually now competition.
yeah, fair call.
And look, AEW has their problems, but it's nowhere near.
I feel like the AEW problems that I often see are there's way too many fucking titles.
Yep.
Which I would, to a degree, like there is a lot of fucking titles.
There is a lot of titles.
And their pay-per-views go for too long.
Mm.
Like, the pay-per-views like fucking 5 hours, man. But I'm like, they're 5 hours, but, and here's what I will say, their pay-per-views are 5 hours long, but I feel like, man, every single time someone has a pay-per-view for AEW or whatever one it is,
there's something
all I
incredible.
ever hear is how good, at least not, like if there's 10 matches, none of those matches are fucking like 4.5, 4,
Yep.
easy 5 out of 5. Like,
Yeah.
there's one match that maybe doesn't hit, but for the most part, everyone's always like, that match was fucking awesome.
That
like, holy
spot,
shit.
this, that.
That result was, I didn't see that coming. Like, I can't believe they did it this way. And the wrestlers in AEW as well, for the most part, granted, again, there's probably a few that aren't, who've jumped ship and been like, oh, sweet, this could be the push in the right direction that aren't getting it. For the most part, though, everyone that's gone across seems to be loving it. Like, creative freedom of what they can do, how they want their character to be portrayed, storylines, etc., they seem to be loving it over there, man.
Yeah, I think the only downside I've been seeing online, and also this is just a lot of people commenting. Do you know what I mean? So you got to take it with a grain of salt.
Exactly.
But because they keep signing such big talent, their talent, for example, do you know Brian Cage? He was from TNA
Yeah.
and he was jacked as fuck.
I remember him.
Real big talent. He's now gone, and he apparently has like massive problems with the way he was getting pushed, and he doesn't like the way his character was, getting driven. But the thing is, new talent was coming in that was better than him.
Yeah,
and I mean in the name of like a bigger name. So for someone, to him to debut over there was huge. It's like, oh my God, you're a huge star. And next thing you know, you've got WWE stars like Sting and fucking all these people coming through, and it's like, oh, slowly going back down the lines. Like, what can we do with you? They're loaded up.
Oh, shit, yeah.
Who have they got? They've got CM Punk, John Moxley, Darby Allin, MJF is one of the best talents I've ever fucking seen.
Man,
ever.
yeah, no,
Him on the
agreed.
mic.
Yeah.
Keith Lee, Swerve Strickland. You've got
Well, Chris Jericho, Kenny Omega.
what are the tag team that
you
are
got the
twins?
Young Bucks.
The Young Bucks. You've got so much talent. I could keep going.
And that's
Sammy
just,
Guevara.
and that's just the male talent
You've
as well.
got
That's not
fucking
even
Cesaro.
That's not even. Yeah, well, yeah.
Daniel Bryan.
And that's
Are you kidding?
That's not even mentioning though their female talent as well,
Samoa Joe.
which is huge.
Yeah.
as well. Like they're female, and they push. I feel like they do pretty well with their women's division.
Yeah.
Granted, I know WWE's is also quite strong nowadays.
Yeah.
I think they've done a really good job with where it's at. My only issue for me is the people that are always in the spotlight. I feel like there's some up and comers. Granted, like Liv Morgan, thank fuck she's finally got the women's title because she has worked her ass off and she deserves that thing. So it's good to see someone who isn't Charlotte fucking Flair or Bailey like with it, because I just feel like it's so easy to like use
Rinse
them
and repeat.
like all the time.
It is. My biggest problem with WWE was after a while, so after when we started enjoying it, somehow the roster just kept getting cut and cut and cut until out of the blue, I was sitting here and I was like, I won't watch a full WWE show. I don't have the time for that. And
No
also there's
fucking
heaps
way.
on it that I'm just not entertained by. So obviously I'll go to YouTube and when it's I think Monday here or Tuesday or whatever, I'll go across and I'll watch everything that's entertaining to me. That's so for example, today Braun Strowman
saw that.
came back.
Did see that.
I also thought, oh, you know what, Dominic Mysterio,
Yeah, he's heel turn.
his heel turn. I'll check that out as well. I'll do that, but there's so much I don't want to keep up with because their roster now on Raw and SmackDown that split is so fucking small. I swear, for the last fucking 4 years, we'll do an example. We can do Happy Corbin, we'll say against Sheamus. And I'm watching it week after week after week after
Oh,
week.
it's the
And I'm saying,
same.
how many fucking times can I rewatch this? And then they're at a pay-per-view and I'm like, I've seen them.
It's the same though as the tag team matches in WWE, man. Like the tag team division is like almost really,
Their
there's
tag
about, like,
team's fallen apart.
There's like 4 or 5 tag teams, and there's the same matches every single fucking week.
AEW's tag team is fucking sick.
Oh, it's elite,
Malachi
man.
Black and his team. Oh, nah, they're very good. Penta and I forget the other guy's name. they're such high flyers. They're so talented.
But like that's what I don't know. Like WWE does so many things well, but then so many things so piss poor. Granted, hopefully it's a better change now. Triple H is in
it's a
charge,
massive change. He's brought back heaps. He's brought back I think now about 5 of his NXT stars that got thrown under the bus. Like Karrion Kross.
Yeah, saw that. And he's actually doing...
He was completely fucked over by Vince.
Yeah, and
now he's back straight away.
Yeah.
Braun Strowman's now back straight away. To Massa Ciampa, he's getting a big push. Who else? There's Johnny Gargano. Yeah. He's so it's really becoming Triple H's
actually that
role.
I wish, in my personal opinion, should have been pushed but never really did. It was Dolph Ziggler. I actually thought he was so cool, man.
God, I'm so with you on that.
And like he wins the Money in the Bank, got the World Heavyweight title, and then like pretty much a week later, it's just done, and he's back to mid-card talent.
He is one of the best wrestlers in the world at making other people look so strong.
Oh, shit, yeah.
He sells moves like that. He's basically another Shawn Michaels. He's so fucking good.
Well, and he looked up to Shawn Michaels too. Like, that was his inspiration.
Yeah. And also, don't get me wrong. I don't mind Roman Reigns and the Bloodline. I think the
storyline itself is actually good.
But the problem is, because Vince, all he did was bring back older talent like Goldberg, like The Undertaker, like Brock Lesnar. Roman has no one that I'm excited to challenge him.
Yeah.
There's no one. There's not a Finn Balor, like a demon Finn that can go after him that I'm like, fuck, finally, like this is going to be sick.
What are your thoughts on Drew McIntyre, obviously challenging? Or you just like, look, he's cool, but like, I don't know, like it just doesn't really
do much for me.
I'm a bit the same. Like, I think he's good. And he's already had a run with the title.
Yep.
And I thought it was all right, but I don't know. It's just some wrestlers when they have, like personally, give one to Bobby Lashley again because that guy looks fucking strong as all. Like,
do you know what? Another Vince move I didn't understand. You had the Hurt Locker, was that?
Yeah, the Hurt Lock business, MVP.
The Hurt business?
Him, not Rick Swan, but yeah, the
Shelton Benjamin, yeah.
The high fired. I can't even think of his name, but yeah, I know the one that you're talking about.
They were cooking with fucking gas.
And
next thing I know, there's Bobby taking out both of them. I'm like, too early. Way too early. Why would you do that?
It's the same as RK Bro, man. Like, I remember everyone's always like, oh, it's just a matter of time before Randy switches on Riddle.
Yeah.
And it's just like, oh, I don't know. I reckon they're actually very entertaining as a tag team. That's actually probably someone who should have got pushed even more than what he... Matt Riddle should have won Money in the Bank and should have challenged... Because, man, he was really taken off.
Yeah.
Like, granted, though, I think maybe they must... They have to be saving... I feel like they really want to push Cody. But granted, he's injured, so now they've had to, like, change plans.
Yeah, I found that interesting that Cody left AEW to go back to WWE.
That.
But I'd also love that. I love the fact that now AEW guys can be like, fuck this and go to WWE.
That's how it should be, though. I feel like both, granted, yes, it's competition, yes, it's rival company. Ideally, in the ideal world, that like one day hopefully it could happen, it should all just flow. Because, man, you could have so many good stories. Like, granted, like, you could do, like, a bloody AEW takeover, WWE or WWE.
How good would that be?
Or, like, your 5 best male and female superstars take on the 5 best AEW male and have it as, like, a fucking, like, some sort of pay-per-view event.
Yeah. Like,
best of the best.
One of the coolest things I saw was when Shawn Michaels invaded SmackDown and then super kicked maybe JBL or someone along those lines.
Something like that,
and it's like, what the fuck is he doing here? Like, what the hell?
Yeah.
If someone from WWE showed up on AEW, like, to take out someone, that'd be fucking cool. That'd be awesome.
Have you watched the, I can't even think, the latest pay-per-view for WWE, the Castle one?
Yeah, not a fan.
Again, I thought it was odd that Austin Theory just goes to cash it, and then just Tyson Fury just randomly in the crowd and like just punch. I'm like,
I'm confused what they want to do with him because obviously,
well, Vince was pushing him hard.
No, Vince thought he was the next John Cena. He thinks that he looks like him. His finish is similar. You got to think about back when John Cena was doing his Thugonomics.
Yeah, okay.
From what I've seen, he's building another John Cena, and that's why, fuck me, he got pushed like there's no tomorrow. But now I'm confused why he keeps losing all the time.
I don't know if Triple H is a fan.
I don't know. All I know is I was like, if you've got the Money in the Bank and I'm meant to see you as this strong new competitor, I've only seen you win once against Dolph.
Now I think he's going in a feud with...
and classic Dolph making him look good.
Yeah, Johnny Gargano, I'm pretty sure he's now doing a feud with him.
So look, that'll be interesting. The main talent I'm the most excited for is Logan Paul.
Yeah, well, not just for the YouTube sense of like obviously doing YouTube. The guy's capable of so much.
So talented.
Like for someone that height to be as physical as what he is, but also be able to do the aerial high flying moves he can do. That has got to be like a rare one in
Yeah. Who in history, what are your top 5 WWE stars?
Personal favourites would have to be Shawn Michaels of all time. After that, I'm a big Randy Orton fan. I rate John Morrison very highly. I think he's actually pretty criminally underrated. I'd say Jeff Hardy. And then for my 5th, oh man, hard to go past like that 2000 to like 2010 Rey Mysterio.
Interesting. See, I would say for myself, MJF. I've never seen someone so good on the mic and actually make me go, hold on, is this real or is this like what is going on? Prime Kurt Angle.
Yeah, no, fair choice.
Yep. I'll also say Shawn Michaels without a doubt. Like prime Shawn Michaels. I'm talking like early DX kind of coming up and just, it was insane.
Like, do you mean as well like back to like his Hitman, like that early on?
I'm saying
like more like when he sort of like almost came back and was like the reborn again Christian Michaels.
Yeah, I would say more when he started
injury.
taking on things like John Cena and
just so
before
like that
he
05, 06 era to like sort of 20
Definitely. Ricochet, I think, is so underrated, and it's a shame he doesn't get the pull. I think he should be holding one of the main titles without a doubt. I think he's just so talented. It's just a waste. And I think the final one, possibly either Umaga or RVD.
See, that's the thing. Like for me, it's so hard to cap it at 5.
Yeah,
because I also would like to honourable mentions would be definitely RVD, Edge, especially but Edge, like Edge rated R Superstar. Yeah, dude, that was sick when he came out with like Leader and just like that. Edge was something else. Granted, he had a great tag team run with Christian, by the way. Like he was a very good like tag team.
That Edge
even like holding the Intercontinental title, but like that Edge was something else. I actually really liked, and granted, I know at the time when ECW made their return, I actually fucking fucked with CM Punk when he was on ECW, man.
Yeah.
Like, just Anaconda Vice, GTS, like him in the trunk and like the straight edge with the hair. Like,
there's something about the intro music too that just...
It's clobber time. Like, I fucking love that, man.
Yeah, there's some really, really fucking good ones out
I don't know. Like, there was just so many good, like... Yeah, things. I feel like we were very fortunate to grow up. Granted, I know Stone Cold and like those sort of guys were before our time, but I still feel like we were pretty fortunate. Like we really got to see John Cena in our prime. Like when we grew up, like there was no. I felt as if there was no hate for Cena. Like I grew up loving Cena. I think I actually remember like my brother. I don't know when it was, but I think it was when like Cena. I thought Cena announced his retirement, and granted, I know it was fake, but I was actually like. Wow, that kind of like makes me feel a little bit sad.
I find it interesting he never had that big heel turn like Roman.
Oh man, could you imagine if
I would
he
have
did?
loved
That
a
would have been
fucking
crazy.
heel
And then you got
Cena.
someone who's like Big Show, who's like face heel, face heel, face heel, face heel, heel, face, heel, heel.
Same with Seth Rollins actually. He gets
even Kane a bit. I feel like to a degree.
I think I'll end it on this. I was really hating the bringing back all the old talent just as a nostalgia hit, because once you had that quick nostalgia hit, then when you'd watch them wrestle like an older Kane, you'd be like,
this is fucking bad.
Now that the entrance music is done, I'm kind of, this is shit. I actually wish some of that younger talent was pushed because I'm not excited. But now with Triple H running the show, already in a month, I've seen massive
changes, man.
And AEW, I haven't got a bad thing to say. I think they're killing.
I think my only issue for AEW is it's just harder to consume and watch here in Australia.
Yep.
Like, we can watch like YouTube, and I follow them on Twitter, but I had to unfollow them because, mate, the amount of shit that they retweet and I'm like,
oh really?
Fuck, it's just too, it's just too much.
Doesn't that suck when you follow like someone you really like, and then their posts are just crap? Like,
I'm just like, just a bit too much for me. Like,
I
don't know. Touching as well, just before we go, Have you ever been to a live? Like,
Yep, I actually went to WWE.
Yeah, okay.
Do you want to? I can't believe I forgot about that. So, my one and only WWE I went to, I think I was in year 7, and I was probably like 12.
Yeah, 12, 13.
And stand there. We're waiting at the very start. We have the announcer go, ladies and gentlemen, I just want to announce that unfortunately John Cena is sick, so he won't be here tonight. And you just hear the whole crowd just go, oh, no, and then after that, he's like, look, right now you can go and get your money back from the tickets, but you can't watch the show. But if you want to stay, you will not get refunded your tickets, so it's completely up to you. So we didn't get to see John Cena. I definitely remember Triple H, Carlito, and Chris Masters. I think there was some type of tag match. But I remember not sitting there being like, oh my God. I was just like there.
I've been once as well. I was fortunate enough to go to when they had it at the MCG.
Mm.
So I got to see Undertaker, Kane, Triple H, Shawn Michaels, granted my favourite wrestler, man. So when that Sexy Boy theme song jumped on, I'm just like there. I'm like, sexy boy, like just like right into it, man. I was like, this is fucking amazing. Shield was there with the Shield entrance, and they walked through the crowd. That was fucking sick. John Cena was there because that's when he did his stupid punch finisher. And I was like, the fuck was that? Like,
man, as a video,
but like,
should we get drunk and go to the WWE next time it comes in?
That'd be dude, yes. And I'm buying merch. That's my one regret because I remember going, I was like, I'll buy some merch. I didn't buy some merch. I look back at it now, and like even just if I went to gym wearing like I don't know, a Jeff Hardy Johnson, I'm like, fuck, I should have just fucking bought
just to
one.
be there, yeah.
Because I remember, dude, so many people with the replica belts, but $450? Are you fucking kidding me? I'd much rather rock my Toys R Us $30 championship.
That's what we need to do. We need to get a WWE spinning belt up here.
Yeah, most definitely.
Google the price. But I'm not paying $450.
Oh no, fuck that. We'll just get not a shitty one, but and then we could just use it as like a beer pong title.
Let's see if Kmart's got one. Or do we dare?
Do we actually go?
If they've got it, why not?
Should we go?
Yeah.
Should we end the podcast?
All right, guys, make sure to leave a review. All right, guys, leave a review if you enjoyed. We really appreciate all the support. There's Morokaii 2 Eyes. This was more of just one me and Lee absolutely love. So I know this won't be for everyone.
This one won't hit as well as others. We're okay. We know that, but hopefully, there's a few people who out there who enjoy WWE, AEW. In all seriousness, if you have watched this and got to this part of the podcast,
who's your favourite?
Leave us I would love seriously to know who's your favourite wrestler. What's your favourite memory? Do you enjoy where like seriously? Like this is I don't know. Like I'm very passionate, but I really
get so gassed up because then we might be going to get a belt.
That as well. No, but like I'm just intrigued to see if people like have like amazing memories such as us, man.
Yeah, definitely.
Or did you grow up in the period where it was more like the Shield was like what you grew up like? The Miz was like for you maybe like your favourite instead of I'd be intrigued, very intrigued.
Very good, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.
Boom.